This is how Blumhouse buying the rights to Saw will change the entire franchise forever. Blumhouse is the studio of all of these masterpieces behind me, like Megan, Five Nights at Freddy's, Halloween, well, the Halloween reboot, Get Out, The Stranger, Exorcist Believer, and they just bought Saw. And them buying it means that this could totally change what Saw become. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I got my start by making videos about how to beat the Saw trap, so I'm very passionate about this. So the thing we have to remember is Blumhouse loves legacy horror franchises. We've seen this with The Exorcist, we've seen this with Halloween. And what they seem to have a pattern of doing is reviving them, then polishing them, and then packaging them up for a new audience. We saw this with Halloween, and Halloween made $250 million at the box office. And that's worldwide, so they're very successful at doing this. Obviously, who wouldn't want Saw, right? Now that they have Saw, we all want to know what they're actually going to do with the movies. This is the king, the legend, James Wan, and he is the one who created Saw. And Blumhouse actually merged with his company last year. So my question is, like, are they setting him up to be coming back to the franchise to be making these films again? He made some of the original ones. So we could be getting the original creative energy, but then the Blumhouse reboot formula. But the thing I'm thinking is they kind of already did this with like Saw X and Jigsaw. And so I'm thinking they're gonna do a reset rather than another sequel or another thing that's in like the same timeline. So also our king, John Kramer, Tobin Bell, is 82 years old. So like, what's he going to be doing? Is he going to be in these movies for the next 20 years? Probably not, unfortunately. And you know, with Halloween, they ignored all of these terrible sequels and they brought everything back to the original. And with James Wan being in the picture, potentially being in the picture, I think this is what could happen. And my film prediction is we're gonna go back to its roots. We're gonna go back to two people wake up in a room and they don't know what's going on. But I think maybe with this one, and this is just me like throwing out a fun prediction, there's a live stream and millions of people are watching and they don't realize. And they have to vote, they have to judge, and they have to decide if you live. Some sort of combination of like Saw and The Circle and Black Mirror. And Jigsaw will have been long gone and it will be like a myth or like a movement. Or maybe it'll be like AI. I hope they don't do the AI route. Also, all of this is just me brain farting. Who knows? I don't even know how I feel about that concept, but that's what I feel like. That's a prediction I have that they could maybe do. What do you think they're gonna do with this movie? You can come over here for more freaky.